Hi, and welcome to the Theme Park Duo podcast. Grab your park map, churro, and hop in line with us as we take you on a coast-to-coast adventure through the world of theme parks, haunts, conventions, and more. Now, here's your hosts, Nikki and Gabriel.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 13 of the Theme Park Duo podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Gabriel.
And I'm your other host, Nikki.
And it's finally nice to be back in the normal setting. We're not on the go, running around, upside down, doing all the crazy stuff.
Yeah.
We weren't ever upside down. I don't know why I said that.
I was.
When?
You don't remember?
No, I don't.
Oh.
I probably wasn't around. But we were connected at the hip. That's so weird. Anyway, moving forward outside of that weird stuff, it's nice to be back in the normal setting to talk about all the theme park dorkiness there is to be talked about in this world.
Yeah, and today is kind of special. We're going to talk about mostly us and our personal theme park dorkiness.
Because we're self-centered.
Yeah.
And we only want to talk about us.
It's okay.
You can't see me, but I'm doing like an arm motion. That's the sound that goes along with that. And my rat obviously has something to say because he's drinking out of his water thing right now. But that's totally fine because guarantee you people have heard that noise in the background before. It's just the rat.
He agrees.
He totally agrees. That's the sound. Anyway, yes, so today's a little bit of a different kind of episode. We're going to be talking about us. We've gotten a lot of requests from a few different people kind of asking us to do an episode that's just about us, to kind of inform them of who we are, what we do, where we came from, how did we get into this crazy world of podcasting, as well as just, where our love for theme parks came from.
Yeah, it'll just give everyone a good chance to get to know us a little bit more.
Pretty much. But that doesn't mean that you're not going to get your theme park news and some interesting information here today, because we have plenty of things to talk about. So we have plenty of news to get to. So let's get to the Theme Park Bulletin. First order of business that we have here, huge announcement coming out of Six Flags. They're going to be getting the world's first single rail roller coaster coming out of Rocky Mountain Construction, so RMC. It's their Raptor coaster, and it's coming to Six Flags San Antonio. No, sorry. Six Flags Fiesta Texas, which is in San Antonio. My apologies. And like I said, it's going to be the world's first single rail roller coaster. The track itself, the actual thing that it's riding on, is only 15.5 inches wide, the steel track. The Raptor is something that's been talked about for quite a while. I know that they revealed the track at an IAAPA event, and a lot of people were just speculating from then on out, like, who's going to be the first person to be getting this innovative kind of roller coaster? And we have our answer now. It's Six Flags.
All I can think of is like a crazy monorail.
Essentially, like a monorail on crack.
Like a monorail's, crazy teenage son.
Yes, that's kind of what it's going to be. So it's going to be Wonder Woman Golden Lasso coaster. So it's going to be all about Wonder Woman. And it kind of looks like the McDonald's of roller coasters because it's yellow and red. So that's all I think about. I just think about the golden arches.
There's no blue on it at all?
There's no blue.
Oh.
I didn't see any blue. Could be wrong. Could be on the coaster itself, like actually on the trains.
Maybe.
So, a couple different specs for the coaster. It's going to have a 100-foot drop with a 90-degree steepness to it.
Nice.
It's the highest speed is going to be 52 miles per hour. And also the trains are a little interesting. They're going to be kind of, everyone's going to be sitting in one row, kind of like akin to like Matterhorn bobsleds or the log ride at Knott's or Splash Mountain at Disneyland. So everyone's going to be sitting in one row, which really, 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 really concerns me for ride capacity.
Sounds like you can't get many people on that at a time.
No. It's going to be, instead of Golden Lasso, it's going to be waiting the ride now instead.
I expected you to be a lot more punny with that, but you didn't really think it through, did you?
No, I didn't. I didn't get to that point. My brain was not working fast enough. I could not think of a funny pun for that.
It's going to be like waiting the line ride instead.
Thanks for repeating my nonsense.
Sorry.
I really appreciate it.
I just found it that funny.
And you can see the struggle in my eyes. It's totally fine. But yeah, so it's exciting to see this new coaster come out to Six Flags. I think it's going in another one. I'm not quite sure off the top of my head what park it's actually coming to, but I know that it's for sure coming to Fiesta Texas. So it'll be fun to see kind of it being built, and we've been seeing it tested for a while through Rocky Mountain Construction and their social media, and they've built a piece of track. Nobody's ridden it, but they put a camera on it, and it looks really cool, and they're saying it's going to be super smooth, and I'm pretty sure they said that it's going to be like the crazy monorail roller coaster,
I'm pretty sure.
I think that's
the working title.
I think that's a direct quote, working title or something like that, like what Nikki said, so. But that's the roller coaster stuff that we have.
And now are we on to the Disney stuff? That's super exciting?
Yes.
Okay, I'm a little bit more excited about like all the smaller stuff that reopened rather than the big thing that reopened.
Yes.
But we'll talk about it all. So the big thing that is back is Fantasmic. And whether it is...
I don't know why it was a fart, but it was.
Back and better than ever is up to interpretation. It depends on who you ask.
That's true. We have a lot of thoughts on this. Do you want to talk about the kind of the smaller stuff first, then jump into that?
Yeah.
So the railroad finally reopened.
Yay!
The last time we rode anything that was railroad, Disneyland, was in Walt Disney World, and that was still over a year ago.
Yep.
So it's been a really long time. And we rode it at night, so it was a bit different. I'm kind of glad we got a nighttime version, though. It was really unique, and it was cool to see the different lighting that they chose for it. The new section over on the Rivers of America is gorgeous. You get a really nice, beautiful view of the Rivers of America now. You have a nice little waterfall on the left. They have itty-bitty like animals going around every now and again. They have like a fox with a little baby fox sleeping in the log, or they have like a puma, not a puma, but like a cougar or something like out in the rocks. Things like that. They're not moving around. I don't know why I made it seem like that. They're not moving around. They're static figures. And then you go by and they have actually moved the Native American storyteller up on the rocks.
I don't like that.
It doesn't really make any sense.
It's kind of like he just got senile and just wandered off and started telling his story to like bushes and stuff, because he's a storyteller.
He's not facing the train.
He's facing the river,
and there's no kids in front of him anymore. Everybody else is like over by the river's edge, like he's just far away.
Crazy old man now telling his story to nothing. It's a little weird. Like they could have put someone else up there.
I completely agree. It could have had a better spot.
Yeah.
Definitely could have had a better spot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what are you going to do?
But I love all the new
it's not
rocks.
Finished.
Maybe they'll put, what? Not people. There's no room for people in front of him.
Well, they could put people in front of him.
Birds.
Or they could put just animals that are
creatures.
listening to him.
That'd be cute.
That'd be really funny.
Yeah.
Kind of like Bambi-esque, or almost like all the animals just... No, not Bambi. Like a Sleeping Beauty-esque, where all the animals kind of come around. That'd be kind of cute.
Yeah, that would be.
I wonder if people call that racist or something. Like, what are you trying to say? Native Americans only talk to animals?
Don't give people any ideas.
Okay, I won't give them ideas.
Someone will complain about that now.
I'm Native American. I don't think that. We're good to go.
The air quotes left turn that the train makes now is
it's like an S turn. It's an S turn.
It's like blinking and miss it.
Yeah, really. Because you asked, did we turn left already? I'm like, yeah. We did.
I like all the new rocks and stuff and all that. That's really pretty. I love the small, slight little touch-ups they did to the dinosaur. What's that called portion?
It's the Grand Canyon and Primeval World.
Primeval World, yeah. They added a whole bunch of kind of more updated little effects, like tiny stuff, but it's cool.
Stuff to kind of give it a little bit more depth and to give it a lot more kinetic energy.
Yeah.
So they did add some more paint to some of the glowy dinosaurs at the beginning. They added some projections of the walls behind the pterodactyls, things like that. And then over near the end where you have the volcano kind of exploding, you have this lava flow effect that's happening at the top and it exploding, which is kind of cool. It, like you said, it kind of just adds to it. It pluses it, which is nice. And then in the Grand Canyon scene, they have some rainbows and they have these really cool, nice lightning effects now. So that's really fun. Some stuff that we didn't get to see that's on the Rivers of America. You can only see it really off of the Mark Twain or the Columbia, is under the bridge that the train goes over. There are these little beavers that are chewing at the supports of the bridge. So it's like unsuspecting visitors on the trains don't know that their lives are endangered because of these beavers. So I like that. It's a nice little comical visual touch to the experience.
Are they angry beavers?
That is the wrong company, ma'am. That is a Nickelodeon show.
I still liked it.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
So like we said, the Mark Twain and the Columbia, all of those are running now. We haven't been able to ride those yet. And then a while back, the Tom Sawyer's Island had opened up again, too. So it seems like everything is kind of getting back into swing after Star Wars Land came in and disrupted everything.
You mean Galaxy's Edge?
You mean the cell phone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cell phone land.
Cell phone land. Exactly. And then the other big thing, like we had mentioned, is Fantasmic.
Fantasmic is back.
There's different mixed reactions to the changes and additions that are made to this because, essentially the story is the same thing. Like, not the big overarching view of the story hasn't changed. The music is the same. They had to redo the music, but they added a lot of projections.
A little more World of Color-ish.
A lot more World of Color-ish. They added different characters, took away some scenes, that kind of stuff. We're not going to get into the nitty-gritty of it. I guess we'll just share our opinions of it in general. I mean, I don't know how you felt about it.
I felt like it was a fun show. I didn't mind all like the technical updates, like the projections on the water, but overall, and I don't know if this is an unbiased opinion, but it didn't give me that feeling anymore. That feeling of, yeah, I don't know if that makes sense.
No, that totally makes sense. And I think it's just mainly because we have such a big attachment to the original.
Yeah.
And all the beats that story had and that show had.
Yeah.
So I think that's why, since those beats have changed, you don't end up feeling the same way at the end. That doesn't necessarily mean that a kid who's watching this for the first time wouldn't feel that way.
Yeah.
I'm sure they would. But I'm in the same boat. The ending to Fantasmic used to make me cry. Like, not like sob, like, just tear up.
Yeah.
Because it's so epic and it's very emotional at that moment. And Mickey won and he's in his sorcerer outfit and the music and all of that. I don't get that way anymore.
Yeah.
I don't get that way anymore at all. And I feel like, with regards to the show, what they don't understand is that less is more, if that makes any sense. Because while watching the show, they added all these projections, and Mickey's like, oh, whoa, look at that, and starts talking now.
Mickey's a lot more talkative.
And some of the story beats don't really mesh as well anymore, and there's just a lot of things going on, and it just kind of feels like ADD. Like, I don't know where to look because they added like this screen above the building now on Tom Sawyer's Island. So do I look up there? Do I look at the projections? What about the water screens on the characters that are coming by? It just feels like there's so much going on now.
Yeah.
And you don't have time to really focus on these moments that are put there specifically for the ebb and flow of the show, because now, instead of it actually feeling like a roller coaster and having those emotional moments and beats and despair and like, oh no, something might actually happen, it's just all on one level flow now. It's all up at the top, pretty much. Like, the only point for me that it really feels like it calms down is during the princess portion.
Yeah. So,
I still enjoy it. It still is the music that I like. They did have to re-record it, so it sounds a bit different. I don't know. It's just less is more for me, and I don't like a lot of the additions that they made. There are some additions that I absolutely love. I actually really, really liked the new monkeys and all of that. I really liked the addition of the Lion King portion of there.
King part.
I really, really liked Princess Jasmine and Aladdin incorporated on the stage. I like them a little bit. They felt a little shoehorned.
It was a little weird.
They felt a little shoehorned in, but I did appreciate the inclusion.
Yeah.
Because I feel like those characters kind of get left out a little bit. They don't really get a lot of focus.
Oh, and other than it being a little cheesy, I didn't mind the pirates part.
I think that was because we were sitting front row and center, and the pirates, like, instead of, Captain Hook swinging on the back, like, trying to get away from TikTok, they were jumping out and over the crowd almost, like,
it was pretty
in that moment.
Cool. Like,
and that's pretty entertaining and really, really cool.
Yeah, but also just the pirates that were on the ship were kind of the undead, kind of cursed pirates, and they looked really cool. So, like, I didn't dislike that part, and I didn't miss Peter Pan as much as I was expecting to, but some of their dialogue was a bit cringe-worthy, cheesy for me. Yeah,
I would agree so. And then also something that really bothered me, now that we're talking about it, is the intro to that is, Mickey gets sucked into that vortex, and he goes, "Oh, what's going on?" And then you hear the lightning and the thunder, and you see kind of like the ship in the animation on the water screen, and there's no more like boom cannon anymore. It goes to Barbossa saying, like, "What happened to my ship?" And then it cuts to the movie before it, and saying, "You best start believing in ghost stories, Miss Turner, because you're in one." And then the shit comes out, then the cannon shoots off.
Yeah.
I don't like the timing for that. And you should have only stuck with one of those things, because it doesn't make sense to put both of those next to each other whatsoever. It should have just been, "You best start believing in ghost stories." Like, that's what it should be left to.
That was a good line.
It's a good line, and you lose its impact when you have the cheesy, what be happened in my ship, and then he takes a bite of the apple.
Yeah.
You lose all that impact.
Yeah.
Because I did like Pirates. I didn't mind missing Peter Pan, and I know a lot of people are probably going to be mad at me for that, but the only part of Peter Pan that I miss is TikTok.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I miss. That's the only thing I miss. And maybe Captain Hook's scream at the end. But other than that, I really don't mind Pirates taking over as much as I thought I would have.
Yeah.
The flow of the show is a little bit different now because of like the additions and subtractions. Like the witch doesn't really have the transformation scene anymore. She's already up on stage. That all of that doesn't happen. And then the addition of the different reveal of Murphy, the reveal of the dragon is very different, and I don't think is as impactful as it used to be.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate the addition of when the dragon is slayed, shoots flames out one more time, which is really, really neat.
That was pretty fun.
Yeah. So, all in all, I feel like Fantasmic still, in a way, maintains some of the magic that it had before, but I think it's lost some in the additions that it's made because of its just overbearing too much nature, in a way, if that makes any sense.
Kinda. And just reiterating that this is coming from a completely unbiased perspective of ours. Like, we have sentimental attachments to the old one, so this
major
is just,
sentimental attachments to the old one.
So this is just our opinion. So,
like, here's how I know that the show was so different. Like, we were front row and center. We were cheering on and yelling and hooping and hollering for the new show. And then once it was over, it was over. And we're like, okay, that was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool. And then as soon as we were driving home, the music for the original Fantasmic music came on, and I started tearing up again. Just from that music. And that alone shows me that there is a difference between the two things. So,
yeah.
I don't mind the new one. I prefer the old one, but at least we have a frickin' show back.
Yep.
On the Rivers of America, for goodness sake.
I am a little sad that area is going to be super crowded now from like 7 p.m. onward.
Yeah, it gets a little insane just with the way that they try to do the traffic flow.
Yeah, I did. I enjoyed the calmness for a year. I really did. I really enjoyed like just saying, "Hey, you want to go to Pirates or Haunted Mansion at like
there's nobody here at
9:30?" Yeah, and just
just
strolling through. So I will miss that. I'll have to say, but it's okay.
Yeah, I know what you mean, and I'm definitely gonna miss that too. Yeah. Just the last time we were there, it was just kind of insane. Just like so many people waving their wands everywhere. You're gonna get smacked in the face.
We kind of hid in the tiki room while the crowds went away from the last show.
We got. Oh, I don't know if we've even talked about this on the show or not. We haven't even mentioned it. But just the amount of change that has come to my life after adding tahine to the Dole Whips. It's like having Dole Whip all over again. It's insane.
It's
and we get
amazing.
just like 10 packets of it and just blah, 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 and just pour it all over it. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah. So if you haven't tried it yet, over at the Dole Whip stand, and you can also get it in Adventureland in their kind of outpost where you can buy food there for their different snacks
fruit.
too. The fruit, yeah. You can get, they're free. You can get little packets of tahini, which is like a spice.
Salty,
chili,
spicy Mexican seasoning.
And it goes so good on fruit and Dole Whip. So it's, oh my gosh, it's so good. It just puts a little like salty spiciness onto the Dole Whip. So please try it. It will change
really
your
good.
life.
It's so good.
Yeah.
But moving away from all of that, we have some interesting stuff coming out of Knott's Berry Farm. Now, we all know that Boomerang got demolished and taken over, and all that area is dirt at the moment, even including, where the store was and the grass that was over there. All of that is open to a new ride, and Knott's has been teasing us for a long time about this new ride, and they just released a video where somebody's on the boardwalk and they're panning the camera and they're looking at everything, and then there's their drink, the plastic cups that you can buy at Knott's that are like the year-round drink. They pick it up, and then the camera pans down and over the cup holder that is sitting there, and it just has somebody surfing, and it says 2018, and then it cuts away. As soon as you see it, it cuts away.
Is it a cup holder?
Well, yes, cup holder the ride.
Is it a coaster?
Yeah, it was like a coaster cup holder thing.
It's a coaster coaster?
Same thing.
It's a coaster
It's a coaster coaster.
Yeah.
It's a coaster
It just
coaster.
dawned on me while you were talking about it.
A coaster coaster.
They literally promote a coaster on a coaster.
We don't know it's a coaster.
It's on a coaster.
Just, okay. I appreciate what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I'm calling it's a coaster because they put it on a coaster, and I guarantee you someone over at their marketing department is like,
ha ha ha!
This is brilliant.
It's a coaster.
They lift up a
coaster.
drink and it's a coaster. It's a literal coaster. Someone's just had the time of their lives thinking that up, and it made it all the way through.
Yeah, I think that's pretty funny, and I think you're 100% correct on that.
Well, anyway, continue the story.
I just know a lot of people were thinking, is it going to be a coaster? Is it going to be a dark ride? Is it going to be a show? Is it going to be this or that? I have a feeling it's probably going to be a coaster, not because it's on a coaster.
It's on a coaster.
I have a feeling it's going to be a coaster just because I don't think that plot of land can fit a dark ride. It's not enough area to fit a dark ride, which I'm sad because I think adding another dark ride would be really beneficial to Knott's, but, c'est la vie. It's going to be a coaster. Don't know what kind, though, because there isn't that much space. So maybe a launch coaster? But it would be kind of silly to have two launch coasters in the same exact area.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll have to see.
Well, yeah. Duh.
There's nothing else to do. I know, that was kind of
anticlimactic.
I know.
Thanks a lot. Speculation here.
Captain
Come on.
Obvious.
What kind of coaster would you want?
Just something fun that fits in with the boardwalk theme. I think, maybe something a little bit more thrilling than, their little kiddie rides over on that other side. Just something.
Oh, the flat rides they have there and stuff.
Yeah.
Like Coast Rider. Coast Rider's pretty fun.
Coast Rider's fun, but then they have the two carnival-ish rides.
Yeah, they have the scrambler and then that
just
ship ride thing that makes me really dizzy.
So something that fits into the boardwalk theme, but is a little bit more exciting.
I agree. A lot of people on social media were joking that it's going to be Windjammer, that they're going to bring Windjammer back.
Never.
I thought that was funny. I really appreciated that joke. But I'm really looking forward to see what Knott's has up their sleeve. We're going to be finding out really, really soon. And speaking of Knott's, they've been dropping a lot of haunt stuff at us, just slowly since Midsummer Scream. Today they said The Hollows is coming back, and then they said Tooth Fairy's coming back, and all this stuff. And I'm like, save it for the preview event, people. Come on.
Save it for the preview event. Save it for August 31st.
Exactly. Save it, please. We're not going to have anything to talk about unless there's a lot of really big things that are coming out.
Maybe that's why they don't care about this little stuff.
Probably. That's usually how it works.
Yeah.
Well, it's better to get a little information other than the people from Universal Orlando who pretty much counted down a clock to a sweepstakes and wallpapers.
Yeah.
So I feel bad for all the major Universal Halloween Horror Nights fans in Orlando who are now sitting on their hands waiting for an announcement of anything.
Their hands are going to go numb.
They already went numb.
Oh, man.
They already fell off. That's how bad it is right now.
It's going to be a whole bunch of handless people walking around.
Nikki, what do handless people clapping sound like?
I don't know.
I don't know the answer to it. I just wanted to ask you a question because I knew it would kind of stifle you a bit.
I'm just thinking of, like...
It would sound like this.
Stubs. Yeah. Stubs hitting together. That's awkward. We should move on.
Okay, moving on. Okay, back to a segment that we really enjoyed. You know, talking about things that annoy us. Things that we believe to be faux pas of the theme park world. Welcome back to our segment, Park Peeves. Please, no flash pictures. Please, no running. Keep moving down the walkway, please.
Welcome to Park Peeves.
So this one really bothers me a lot because I don't like crowds to begin with, and I don't like walking, like, you know.
I just don't like people.
Yeah, you like some people.
I think that's LA.
Yeah, but
That's LA rubbing off on me.
yeah, but like crowds are stressful, you know, and if everyone just did their part to, you know, keep it flowing, you know, it wouldn't be as bad. But there are those people that, you know, are walking in front of you, you know, good pace, and then they just, for whatever reason, they just stop. They need to check their bag, or they decide they want to go the opposite direction.
Or they look at the map.
And do a complete 180 and, like, run into you because, of course, why would there be anyone directly behind them? That's absurd. And, oh, man.
No, I have the same sentiment. It's just, like, people's inability to think outside of what's happening in their world in that moment.
Yeah.
But that's what happens at theme parks. The whole point of going to a theme park is, like, forgetting about all the weird stuff and just being enveloped in this world. So people get enveloped and they forget about common sense.
Yeah.
And they just stop.
They just stop walking with a stroller, with a backpack, with anything. They just stop walking and they completely, like, back up traffic, and you have to go around them, so you're getting in other people's way. And it's just, if you have a conversation, or, you know, you need to look through your bag, just move off to the side and make everyone's lives a lot easier.
Yeah, just, like, set it on top of a trash can or a table or something, then do your thing over there. If your kid's throwing a hissy fit, go off to the side. Don't just stop in the middle of Main Street. Don't just stop in the middle of a line for Transformers. You know, take your time and do what you need to do elsewhere so it doesn't affect our lives. Because there have been plenty of times where I've been walking and I just run into someone's backpack because they just immediately stopped and there's no time for me to stop myself. And then I knock them and then I fall over, or like I try to like dodge their child like it's some like bomb, and I'm just like in slow motion Matrix onto the floor.
Yep. People are very, like, careless with their kids.
They are.
Like,
they kind of like toss them around a bit.
Yeah. Or like they hold their hands, but they let them, like, run as far as they can, and they're like running into people.
Also, what else could happen is that if you stop, then the person behind you has to stop abruptly. What happens if there's a stroller behind you? What happens if there's, like, a person in a wheelchair or one of those little scooter things? Run right over your legs. That would suck. It'd cut you all up.
I got clipped in the heel by a motorized wheelchair in Walt Disney World on our honeymoon.
Because of the fact that somebody stopped in front of you.
Someone stopped in front of me, and the scooter behind me didn't realize that and kept going, and completely tore up the back of one of my heels.
Yeah, so we had to take you to first aid to actually get you quite a few bandages.
So it is hazardous, people.
People get hurt. Lives are lost. Because
I just lost
Nikki died because of people stopping.
What?
That's what
I'm
happened.
right here.
You know, you're a ghost.
Like, can you see me?
Nikki, where'd you go? You were here
just
like
been
a few
doing
moments
a
ago.
podcast with my ghost. You're just using me for ratings.
I don't know where Nikki went. She was here a moment ago. She's gone now. I can't even... She's not here. I'm looking at the chair. It's gone. She's not here. Okay, she's mad. She's here. Now she's not talking. So then it makes me look insane. I am insane.
That went on way too long.
Yes, it did.
I'm sorry.
Moving on.
I just wanted you to panic like you make me panic.
I didn't panic.
You did.
No, I didn't panic because I could talk a long time by myself. Don't ask me how I know that. I just know that I could talk for a long time by myself. Moving on to the main subject. Us.
Why'd you sing it?
I don't know. I just did. Nikki, this is the thing that you should have learned 5 years ago, is that I do things. I don't think about them. I just do things.
Okay.
There's no reason for them.
We're not good singers. We should stop
Nope.
for the sake of our audience.
Nope. Anyway, so we talk about us. So, I mean, Nikki, if you want to get started, we'll talk about kind of where we grew up and how we came to love theme parks.
Okay. Huh. I didn't think about my own story.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
So I grew up in Orange County, really not that far away from Disneyland and Knott's Berry Farm. I was born in Los Angeles, but we moved down to Orange County, and growing up, I always wanted to be an Imagineer. As soon as I knew what an Imagineer was, I wanted to be one of them. You know, going to Disneyland and seeing what they built and wanting to know how everything worked. And those are some of the earliest memories for me, are like going on rides with my dad and my mom and my siblings and trying to figure out in my mind how those certain things worked. Like for me in particular, one of the things that I just couldn't comprehend, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned it on the show, is the tiki room and like the rain on the outside, which is a very, very simple illusion. But as a child, I could not figure out how it was sunny when we walked in, but then in that moment it started to thunder and lightning and rain in the windows. I just could not, and then we left and then it was fine again. I could not comprehend it. And my curiosity made me kind of like look up as much information as possible in books all about Imagineering and how things worked and why. And I've always wanted to be one. Later down the line, I found out that I really was terrible at math and I couldn't be an engineer. But the interest in theme parks never died. It was always still there, lingering behind everything. You know, any moment that I could, I would be doing because I'm in film, I would do a documentary about Disneyland, or I would read books about Disneyland, you know, watching documentaries about Disneyland, going to Knott's Berry Farm, reading about the history of Walter Knott, the Boysenberry, Mrs. Knott's Chicken Dinner, you know, how Universal Studios came to be, the history of Six Flags.
I think you should tell them about all the mock-ups I saw of roller coasters.
Oh, the drawings
that you drew. We were cleaning out his room at his parents' house.
My parents are moving.
Yeah, so there were a lot of boxes we went through, and I was thrilled to find these, like, very, very detailed, like, drawings
of roller coasters.
Of roller coasters. They had names, they had color schemes, they had designs.
And the cars looked different.
It was very elaborate.
The trains looked different. The coasters were all different. They all had names.
And I just
they had like profiles.
I
a whole bunch of stuff.
Young Gabe, eyes shining with you know, enthusiasm, just in his room, just, you know, drawing all these up, made my heart happy.
I think it was like 7 when I was doing that. 7 or 8. And I was coming up with all these names, and I would share them with my parents and stuff. I'll share a funny story that's slightly embarrassing. At 6 and 7, like, you don't have any comprehension of a lot of different things, and you hear words, you don't really know what they mean. You just hear them, and so you kind of make up a meaning in your head for what they are. I'm pretty sure I've told you this story. And so I did a roller coaster, and it was like really intense. It went over like 100 miles per hour and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, I wanted to have like a crazy name, like it'll make it do something. Like it'll make you like twitch or something because you go so fast. So in my kid head, I was trying to think of a name for it, and I had heard this word, and I don't remember where I heard it or from who or anything, because it was just a word. And in my head, I'm like, I'm pretty sure that means twitch, like you twitch. So I named it The Orgasm.
Oh my gosh.
So So I showed it to my mom. She goes, "Do you know what that word means?" I'm like, "Yeah, it means you twitch, right?" She goes, "Not so much, but no, it doesn't mean that." So I had a really long conversation with my parents.
I did not see the drawing for that one.
Oh, yeah, because I'm pretty sure it got thrown away.
Your mom burned it.
Man, I would have loved to keep that. That was really funny. But yeah, I did do a lot of those drawings. And my love for theme parks never died. It always just grew and grew and grew. And people always knew me as the theme park guy to go to for questions. Like, oh my God, he knows everything. Go ask Gabe. You know, even to this day, people come to me at certain parts of the year for advice on theme parks or Halloween events and things like that.
My coworker just asked you for advice today.
Exactly. For fast passes for Walt Disney World. So it's kind of me growing up right there in a nutshell.
Yep.
The orgasm.
My story is not that exciting, but here we go. I was born in...
You set it up so
sorry.
Like you set it up in a way where there needs to be a really big payoff.
Oh, there's not.
So I'm going to be really disappointed if it doesn't end in a payoff. So continue.
I just don't know how to top your story. I should have gone first.
You probably should have.
Okay, because I don't have that background.
I mean, how do you top an orgasm?
I know. Okay. So I grew up in Southern California, but just a little bit more north. I grew up in Ventura County. And theme parks were a lot more of a novelty for me and my family. It was a once-a-year thing, at least for Disneyland. Disneyland was always once a year on my birthday. Sometimes I got to bring a friend.
Oh, by the way, that was... sorry, I didn't mention that, but that was me too. We only went once a year. That's what it was.
Yeah.
It was only till when I hit like 14 or 15 when I invested my money into a pass where I could start going over and over and over again. So that... Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I didn't want to seem spoiled where I was like, I went to Disneyland every day because my parents were rich. That's not what it was.
Yeah, so that was my beginning with Disney, and then every once in a while I would go to like Six Flags with a friend, you know, maybe once a year. Knott's Berry Farm, I think before I met you, Gabe, I had only been maybe 3 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, once with my 6th grade like graduation school trip, and just a few other times with friends and family. And then what other theme park is there?
Universal Studios, Six Flags.
Oh, Universal Studios, we were pretty close. So there was a period of time where me and my grandma had the Costco pass. We'd go a lot. Just me and my Nana at Six Flags, or not Six Flags, at Universal Studios, going on Jurassic Park. We had lots of fun, though.
That's good.
Yeah, but before that, we went like once a year, too, probably. Maybe a little bit more often than that, because it used to be cheap.
Yeah, it used to be a pretty affordable price.
So I'd say out of all the parks, Universal Studios was the closest and the one that I went to the most. And maybe that's why I love E.T. so much, and I'm so sad it's gone.
You have such a weird affinity for E.T.
Love that ride. I get to go on it in October. I'm so excited.
And you get to take a picture in their photo op where it looks like you're riding in a bike with him.
That's what I want to do so bad. Yeah, so what else should I say? That's really it.
Well, whatever you want to say, really. It's not really any like dictated amount of information that you need to share. If that's all you feel like you need to share, then that's fine.
Well, are we like primarily just theme parks? Like just that's where the focus is, yeah?
That's pretty much where it is, just about us in general and how we came into this.
Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. It was more of a fun thing to do for me, but not as much of a passion as it was for you.
Yeah, I could definitely see the difference.
Yeah. And I got a pass for Disneyland. I think I must have been in my 20s.
Yeah.
The first time I could like legitimately like afford it, and have enough friends who had passes also to go with. So yeah, so it was a little late bloomer in that respect.
You just saw theme parks for what they were. For me, I was actually looking into the background of who, what, when, where, how, why.
Yeah.
Of everything.
Yeah, but then, like, once I got my pass, it was like an explosion. It was like, oh my gosh, there's so much at Disneyland that you can't see when you just go for a day once a year. So there was this whole time period where I just was obsessed with riding every single form of transportation down Main Street. It's like every time I went, I had to take a different form of transportation. And then, and then I discovered you could Captain the Mark Twain and, all that stuff. And I was like obsessed with Tom Sawyer's Island. And it's like all the stuff that I would skip. I still, to this day, have not ridden the canoes, though. And they're back open also.
Yeah, you go on those by yourself. I've done them plenty of times. I don't want to do them again.
Never?
It's like a workout.
But it's
I go to Disney and I don't want to work out.
But it's for me. It's the last thing I've never done there.
You know what's going to happen is that we'll go down, we'll wait in line. You'll get in, and then I'm just going to run away.
Fine. Fine.
I'm just going to abandon you.
Fine. And then what's going to happen?
When you're canoeing, I'm just going to be on the Mark Twain on the boat, sitting on the seat, just like waving at you as you slowly canoe by.
Yeah. I can actually picture that. That'd be so sad. Don't do that to me, please.
I won't. I'm not going to pull what your Nana did on you. You're like, I'm going to go off to Disney on my own for the first time. And then they just went by you.
Yeah, I don't know where we mentioned that. Was it our show or was it One Little Spark?
It was One Little Spark.
Hey, plug. One Little
there
Spark. Go listen to that podcast. It's
Rich
good.
he's okay.
But yeah, a story that I told on One
JK,
Little Spark was this one time I was a young teen at this time, and I was allowed to bring a friend to Disneyland for my birthday that year, and my grandparents were like...
Yeah, she was like 27, 28.
Yeah, it was last year. And my grandparents were like, oh yeah, you guys can go off on your own. And then I just remember being like, oh my gosh, we're like, are we old enough for this? And I just kind of panicked. And then like we're there like in New Orleans Square, and I'm like, I don't even know where they are. And this was before cell phones, realized. I mean, I'm sure we had a meeting up place, but I was very stressed child, and so I was
a very stressed
so child. I was like, I literally have no idea where they are right now, and I was kind of panicking, and then there they are going by on the Mark Twain having a great time. They're like, hey, like I was like, oh man,
gosh darn it,
I need to loosen up, like. But yeah, that was my story. It was a little bit more sad the last time I told it.
There was
like a little more there was a little more tiny violin playing.
I thought you were gonna say violence. I was like, what violence?
Oh, I punched my friend. I got so mad. No, that did
Just
not
turn
happen.
around and sock her in the face. Come on!
They went on the Mark Twain without me. But yeah, that's it. That's
so that pretty much like leads us to where we met. And Nikki and I actually met online on OkCupid. And it took a really long time for us to actually go on our first date. You played the long game.
Yes.
And the first thing that I've always told you was, I don't know why I waited.
Yeah, you don't know why you stuck around because...
No,
Yeah, you said that if girls had did that to you before, you would just kind of like move on. But you kept persisting on, messaging me.
I don't know why.
Hey.
I'm happy about it now.
The universe just telling you.
The universe is over my shoulder.
But yeah, I think we started talking around September-ish because I remember telling you that I was going to Halloween Horror Nights and I was excited. So it was around September, and we didn't meet for the first time until January.
I thought you had lost interest because you would only send me sporadic messages every now and again.
I'm very shy.
But you were also very busy.
I was very shy and very busy. Yeah. And like I genuinely was really busy.
And I don't know if you had told me this before. Did you tell me before that you were in Rainbow?
Yeah, I had mentioned it because, well, otherwise you'd be weirded out by like things I posted on Facebook. Rainbow is a girls' youth group. You could say it's like Girl Scouts.
Yeah. But
we wear like long dresses to our meetings. It's it's a very good charitable organization. It's sponsored by the Freemasons. It's very good. It helped me break out of my shell a lot. Like, believe it or not, I used to be shyer than I am now, and like
what?
Yeah,
no.
And it just helped me with like public speaking skills. Just being more personable. And it's a great organization. Like I loved my time in it, but it was very time consuming. Very, very, very time consuming. So I really was genuinely busy, like traveling all over California, just doing crazy stuff. So
yeah, I remember you telling me that, and I didn't know how to react to it because I wasn't sure what Rainbow was or
and there's this
what the Freemasons was.
There's this big stigma around the Masons,
Well, yeah, the Masons, and I kind of knew what they were, but I wasn't quite sure. So like I went up to my brother and I was like, yeah, I'm talking to this girl, but she's part of the Freemasons. I think she like worships the devil or something. And he's like, no, that's not what that means. I mean, it's something. And he like explained. I'm like, oh, okay, so I have nothing to worry about. And he goes, no, you're fine.
In fact, I think he told you to join. He's like, join. There are perks.
Yeah, he's like, join. Powerful people are in there.
Yeah, but I mean, Masons, all the Masonic orders, really good people. They do a lot of good work. All those Shriner hospitals that help people, they're all Masons.
They even helped Nicolas Cage, find that treasure. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So we went on our first date. Finally. We went to Universal City Walk, of course, right by a theme park. What a big freaking surprise!
Our whole relationship, kind of just theme parks just snuck in there everywhere. It
doesn't revolve. Our relationship doesn't revolve around theme parks, but it very much has that common thread through all of it.
Yeah.
So our first date, typical first date things, you talk and stuff. You did give me the frickin' runaround that day, though. I was like, hey, so are you here? She goes, yeah, I'm here. I'm over by like the wind tunnel-y thing. I'm like, okay, I'm over by Skechers. I'll be right there. Don't move. I'll come find you. So I walk over there, and she's not there. And I'm like, so, hey, I'm over here by the wind tunnel. Where are you? She goes, oh, I'm over here by Skechers now. I'm like, okay, I'll meet you by Skechers. Don't move. I'll be right there. She's not there when I get there.
I was so nervous. I wasn't thinking clearly.
Clearly.
I was so nervous.
That you weren't thinking clearly.
Finally, I stayed by Skechers.
Yes, eventually.
Yeah.
The date went fine. It was typical date stuff. So, slowly but surely, the night kind of got later and later as it progressed. It just went by really fast.
Yeah.
And I do remember distinctively, you kind of acting a little shy in a moment. And because we had been talking about things that we wanted to do in our lives and stuff. And you kind of got quiet, and I was like, hey, is everything good? She goes, you're like, yeah, I just, there was something I wanted to talk about, wanted to do in my life, but I'm a little embarrassed to say it. And I was pretty much comforting you, like, there's no reason to be shy, I'm open, you're open, so whatever you want to say, you say it. And you said, I want to visit all the Disney theme parks in the world before I die. And I said, so do I. And on the inside, I was like, oh my God! Freaking out.
I had no idea how much of a Disney fanatic he was at this point. It's
not even Disney fanatic, it's theme park.
Yeah, you know what I meant. But it's like, I had no idea. You didn't even have a Disney pass at this point.
No, I did. I just never showed it to you.
No, you didn't have a Disney pass.
I had one. I had a Disney pass.
When did it expire?
I had a Disney pass that the only time that I let it lapse and I didn't have it was when I was 21 or 22. I think that was when it lapsed. I had one.
You didn't have one because I had one, and remember you were meeting me at Downtown Disney, and you couldn't get into the park, and then all of a sudden you surprised me because you bought a pass again, and you met me in the park in the gift shop.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that
completely. You didn't have a pass when we met.
You're right. Yeah, I didn't. So
No.
It must have been 2 times that I let it lapse.
Yeah. You were so sure, and I was like, no, because I remember that.
Yeah, because I totally surprised you.
It was a few months later.
You totally knew that.
Oh, I knew, but
you called it from a mile away.
Yeah, but no, it was a few months later. I was in the parks with my friends, and it was towards the end of the night, and Gabe was gonna meet me at Downtown Disney, and he, we were on the phone, and he's like, yeah, I'm really close, and I was like with my friends, like, just looking around the gift shop. And, like, in the park, the Penny Arcade?
I don't remember where you were. I think you were in the Emporium.
The Emporium. And he's like, yeah, I'm close. And then he told me to, like, look to my left or something. And he was acting kind of sneaky, so I knew he probably bought a pass. But there he was, behind the, like, keychains, little turny thing.
There he was, behind the keychains.
He was, like, peeking out.
Super anticlimactic. Thanks a lot, Nikki.
Sorry. You were, like, peeking out.
That did not happen like that. I was by the mugs, thank you.
Okay, fine. You were by the mug. How do you remember? You didn't even know you did that 5 minutes ago.
Well, then now that you reminded me, it came all back to me,
But yeah, it was really sweet and it was really exciting because it was just really exciting to know that I could go to Disneyland with you now. And I was so excited because I remember before we had talked like, man, I'm going to be so excited when I can like walk down Main Street holding your hand, like super cheesy stuff.
Oh my God, super cute.
We were really mushy-gushy.
Well, as everyone should be in the beginning stages of the relationship.
Yeah.
Even though we're still mushy-gushy and it's in the latter end of our relationship.
Ladder?
Oh, I didn't tell you I filed for divorce.
We got a long way to go, mister.
Sorry. We didn't even finish the story of our relationship before
you ended it.
My bad.
Okay, well, we jumped because of the whole past thing. But yes, Gabe was very excited on our very first date to find out that one of my life's dreams was to visit all the Disney theme parks, and he freaked out on the
Because I wanted it the same thing.
Yeah. And I didn't know that he was that excited about that then, but I'm pretty sure he wanted to propose right then.
Maybe. Anyway, so theme parks always played a role in our relationship.
Yeah.
Over the next 3 years.
Our third date was Knott's Berry Farm.
Yeah, our third date was Knott's Berry Farm,
Yeah.
and
That was super fun.
Yeah, so there was just so many instances where all that stuff. Oh, Universal Studios was not too far after that.
Yeah.
I remember taking a picture with Bumblebee and going to see the DeLorean that was off in like a different part of the park. And I remember you wearing shorts, and I was like, "Ooh, her legs look good."
Oh, thank you. That was the first time we posted pictures of each other on Facebook, and your friends like freaked out.
They did freak out, I think.
Yeah.
Because they're like, "You're dating someone?" I was like, "Yeah." Because I don't really share that kind of stuff all the time.
Oh, I don't either.
Like, I share with, like, my closer friends, but rarely do I'm like, "Oh my God, this date is so good."
Well, if you say it like
that's
that,
what
no
I
one's
sound
ever gonna want to hear
That's
it.
what Facebook sounds like to me. Whenever anybody posts about bragging crap, it's like, "I got a new job, I'm getting paid like $1 billion." That's what it sounds like to me. So, I didn't want to sound like that.
So you just subtly just posted a picture of me.
I'm dating a girl with real nice legs. So it obviously played a role all throughout our relationship. Always going to theme parks. People knew us as a theme park couple.
City Walk was our place, even if we didn't go into the park.
We went to City Walk so often.
Well, and also at the time, we forgot to mention this, for like the first 6 months to a year of our dating.
I'd say a first year and a half.
Gabe lived in Orange County. I lived in
Simi
Valley in Ventura County. And Gabe worked in LA, and I went to school in Thousand Oaks. Chatsworth. No, not Chatsworth. I went to school in Camarillo.
Yeah.
I've said like 5 wrong cities there. I went to school in Camarillo. So that's a big commute. Like, if I wanted to meet Gabe after school, and then we'd have to. So City Walk was just like a middle meeting place, kind of.
Yeah. And when you went to downtown Disney or Disneyland, then it was a much bigger commitment.
Yeah.
And I think that was actually one of the first times, like, that when we went to Disneyland, it was one of the first few visits we actually went together. And by the way, Nikki had a really shitty car.
I had a Buick LeSabre.
Buick LeSabre. It was like a boat. It was huge, and it was not reliable by any means.
Well, it was reliable for the first, 5 years.
Yeah, not anymore after that. And we had gone to Disneyland, and I was really close to home at that point because, Orange County, we're in Orange County. You had a pretty good drive.
Yeah.
So we said our goodbyes, and I'm driving home, you're driving home. And it wasn't to the point where we were talking all the time like that on the phone, so we were driving separately. I was off of the freeway on city streets getting to my house. You call me, and you say, "Something's up with my car. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to do. I'm pulled off on the side of the road. And you were really freaking out.
Uh-huh.
And I flipped a U-E, and I drove all the way back to Anaheim to figure out what was wrong with your car. And it was just overheated.
There was a crack in one of those.
It was a crack in your radiator or something.
So you filled it back up with fluid. It got me home. You followed me in your car the whole way to make sure I got there.
Yeah, I followed you home because I didn't trust your car.
And then you spent the night on the couch.
Yeah.
And my Nana loved you from that day on.
Yes,
you
pretty
were my
much.
hero.
Yes. And was that what did you think when I did that? I don't think I've ever asked you that question.
I was just so impressed.
Why were you impressed?
I was just like, you could have just been like, "Oh, call AAA," or whatever, but you came back for me, and I was so happy.
Well, good.
Yeah.
So
It just showed me how much you cared.
I did care,
Yeah.
clearly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so after that, our relationship progressed, and eventually we got married. I proposed to you at Disneyland in front of the castle, which that was a little bit of a debacle in its own ways that you didn't see, but I saw. But it all worked out and worked flawlessly, and you had a clue because I was nervous all freaking day long.
He was a nervous wreck.
So
It was like 80 degrees that day, and like we were packing in the morning.
I need my jacket.
I need my jacket. I need to bring my jacket today. And I was like, okay, something's up. And he had put the ring in his jacket pocket, and so he was like, he kept checking on his jacket and his backpack all day. I was like, it's fine, it's still there.
I was so nervous.
And then he put on his jacket at like 7:30.
Yeah, but at that point it was
still
kind of
hot.
cold. No, it was still kind of cold.
Not for you. You're
Oh no, for
like
me no.
50
But
degrees,
in general,
50
it was
degrees
cold.
in khaki shorts and a t-shirt. So the fact that it was like 70 degrees and you put your jacket on, like,
You had questions.
oh, I knew something was coming.
But you didn't know what it was. You didn't know what it was. You just knew that I was being weird.
I had a good hunch.
You just had a guess.
Yeah.
But you didn't know.
I didn't know, and I didn't know when.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the debacle was like our friends were gonna come to take photos.
One of them got the date wrong.
One of them got the day wrong. The other one forgot the battery pack for his camera.
So it was all phone pictures.
And then we switched the spot. Gabe switched the spot that he wanted to propose. Blah, blah, blah.
I wanted to blah, blah, blah. I totally blah, blah, you.
Gabe switched the spot that he wanted to propose kind of on the fly because he wanted to do it by Snow White's grotto, but it was too dark there at night.
It was way too dark.
So he switched to the drawbridge in front of the castle, and he got down on one knee, and our friends Chase and Megan were there. Megan was a bad lookout.
Megan was somewhere, I don't know where. Like, she was supposed to follow us with her camera and videotape, but she completely missed us.
She was supposed to tell Chase when we walked past her she missed us.
Good job, you two. Love you.
We're so happy that you made it. And then so Gabe proposed. Everyone around us cheered. It was great. I said yes. And then Chase did get some photos. And then we went to Trader Sam's to celebrate after.
I definitely remember two very, very, very flamboyantly gay men freaking out when I proposed to you.
If we had invited them back to Trader Sam's with us, they probably would have come.
It probably would have. But no, that was a really good night. And so our marriage, like our actual
wedding.
Our actual wedding, what's it called? The after party.
Reception?
Yeah, that's the word. The reception had a lot of Disney stuff.
Oh,
so
it
all
started with the save the dates.
Yeah, the save the dates were fast passes.
Yeah.
Which was really cool thanks to Megan.
Uh-huh.
So we had different envelope linings with different fast passes. So, Haunted Mansion, Splash Mountain, Soarin'.
Yeah, and of course, like the time and stuff was, wedding
the wedding
time.
dates.
Yeah.
So that was really cool.
Yeah.
And for the actual tables at the reception, each table wasn't a number. They were actually ride posters. So people sat at rides as opposed to sitting at numbers. So people, sat at Dumbo, which for some reason my dad really wanted to sit at Dumbo.
Special request.
I don't know why. He's like, can I sit at Dumbo? Like, really pumped. And I was like, sure.
A lot of our wedding party and friends were at the Country Bear Jamboree table, and they were
Team Jamboree.
chanting Team Jamboree all night long.
And then the Indiana Jones table tried to pull the same thing, but it just didn't work out. It wasn't as good. It just felt like they were kind of on the coattails of Team Jamboree. And we had, the music that I picked for dinner and everything was there was a lot of like Disneyland music in there. That was really, really fun to listen to. All instrumental stuff. And our first dance song was a Disney song from Enchanted.
Yeah, it was,
so close.
Yeah, so close. It was with Patrick Dempsey and what's her name?
Amy Adams.
Amy Adams. Yeah, when they were dancing at the King and Queen's ball or something in New York.
Yeah.
And, right before the big dragon comes and takes Patrick Dempsey away, and Amy Adams has to save the day.
No, McDreamy.
But yeah, it's a really good song.
Patrick Dempsey is McDreamy, right?
think so. I was trying. That's why I stumbled on the phrase "really good song" because I was trying to think. Yeah, he was McDreamy.
Okay, good. I didn't want to make a bad reference. And so our honeymoon was at Walt Disney World, which we talked all about that on One Little Spark podcast, and that was once in a lifetime experience. Not to rehash it all, but we stayed at the Port Orleans Riverside Resort, and I absolutely freaking adored that resort. It was perfect for everything that we needed, everything that we wanted.
It was by Disney Springs.
We could take a ferry boat to Disney Springs.
Yeah, it was close to everything, and it was quiet. It wasn't too loud, and we just had a great time at all the parks. Gabe cried when he saw the castle.
Of course I did. Been waiting to see that castle since I knew what that castle was.
It was great because I had been to Walt Disney World once before. Quite a different experience. It was a little bit more jump around, do this, do that. It was kind of frantic. And this time was just so special. And just seeing Gabe see everything for the first time and be so excited, just as much as I was so much fun.
Yeah, it was very overwhelming. I was with you and just, wanting to go to Walt Disney World since I knew what it was when I was 7. Having waited that long and finally getting to go, it was just a punch in the gut and just very overwhelming. And I loved every moment.
Except the weather.
Oh, the weather wasn't so bad. It was just really humid. So that was the only thing that I was like, it could have been better, but it was fine all around. We had a blast. We ate at all the restaurants. We went on all the rides. We got all the pictures.
Yep.
We did the Wild Africa trek. That's like special trip behind the scenes at Animal Kingdom. We ate at Victoria and Albert's chef's table, and I ate some of the most expensive meat in my entire life, and that was the most expensive dinner of my entire life. And yours too, for that matter. And it was just so much fun.
Yep.
To having visited somewhere that I had never been before.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
So, and that all ultimately leads us to where we are right now, where we're doing this podcast.
Yeah.
And I got into podcasting with somebody that I met from high school. His name was Garrett, and we started the Park Fanatic podcast, and we just did everything theme park that we wanted to.
I made a few guest appearances.
You made some guest appearances. We actually did an episode all about our honeymoon on there as well. And we had a blast. We had great episodes, and that ended up stopping, and I felt really bad because I wanted to continue podcasting. I just didn't know how. And I never thought that you would want to step up to the plate to podcast. So when you said yeah, I'll do that. That sounds like fun. I was shocked.
So was I.
The words just kind of came out of my mouth. I didn't know what I was saying.
I couldn't take them back.
I couldn't take them back. No, I didn't mean that.
Don't get me wrong. I love doing the podcast with Gabe, but I'm a very shy, introverted person. This, speaking for long periods of time is not my forte, which, if you can tell, Gabe talks a little bit more than I do on the show.
That's because I'm just, talking.
But, yeah, so it takes me a while to get going. I mean, I'm a chatterbox once I get going, but I'm a pretty shy...
you won't shut up.
I'm a pretty shy... I'm going to ignore that. I'm a pretty shy person overall, so it never in a 1,000 years, before I met Gabe, would I, if you asked me, hey, would you do a podcast? No, of course not. Have you met me? But here I am.
I kind of bring you out of your shell a little bit.
You do. We're a very good balance.
You teach me the quality of not saying things.
No.
The quality of not talking.
No, you bring me out of my shell. You make my life more fun and interesting.
And you bring me into mine.
I just kind of rein you in a bit.
You reined me in a bit.
Just a little bit.
Tossing that lasso out there.
No.
Dragging me back.
Yeah, the lasso of
screaming.
Truth. I'm Wonder
yelling.
Woman.
No.
What?
No, you are a Wonder Woman, but you don't have a lasso of truth.
You answer that way too fast.
What?
And I'm like, I'm Wonder Woman. You're like, no. I got a little offended.
No. You're more like Mega Maid from Spaceballs.
Oh, I didn't like Spaceballs that much.
Yeah, you're a terrible person.
Sorry. The Schwartz was not with me.
No, clearly not. My Schwartz is bigger than yours. But yeah, so it was an incredible experience having gone to that, and then, you know, starting the podcast with you made podcasting a lot better for me because the chemistry of just two friends as opposed to somebody who you're spending the rest of your life with, that chemistry is just so significantly different.
Yeah.
And I really appreciated hearing your point of view on all these things, especially having gone through a lot of these experiences together. You know, it was essentially just taking our conversations on our car rides home and putting it on a recording.
Pretty much.
It's the same thing. So I was really happy when you decided to do that, and that gave birth to Theme Park Duo.
Yeah.
Now here we are talking about it, Inception status.
13 episodes in.
A podcast and a podcast and a podcast and a podcast and a podcast.
We only have one podcast. There's not multiple.
That you know of until you make the next jump.
I'm so confused.
It's a podcast and a podcast and a podcast.
There's no other podcast.
You don't know that because you're in a podcast.
In real life, in our office,
in someone else's real life, in someone else's podcast.
Where has this gone?
In a podcast.
There's just one podcast.
Spin your little top to see if it's the dream world or not.
You know I have a dice. You know I don't have a top.
I have a dice.
What?
You have die.
Oh.
Die is right?
I think so.
Throw the die instead of dice.
I have a dice.
I'm so confused.
I don't. Oh my god. Where is this gone?
Don't worry about it.
No,
we'll wrap it up here. We'll just stop while we're not
ahead. Yeah, we should just stop talking right now.
Yeah, just stop.
Stop.
I was just waiting for Nikki to break because I knew you always break before I do.
Yeah.
It's just pretty simple.
It's very easy to make me laugh, and then once I start laughing, I can't stop.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you everybody for listening to this a little bit more personal episode of Theme Park Duo. We just kind of wanted to share our story with you guys so you kind of understood where we're coming from and just how passionate we are about what we do.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of fun. And before we sign off, we have some thank yous to give. We have 3 brand new, fresh, off the pages of iTunes, 5-star written reviews.
What? People like us still.
I'm always surprised by that. So we have a 5-star written review from Disney Fan for Life. We have a 5-star written review from WDW1971. And another 5-star written review from Rachel Guy 72.
Cool. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you for writing all of that. Quite a bit. So thank you so much for leaving a 5-star written review, guys. It always helps us out so much. It brings us up in the standing, makes it easier for people to find us and appreciate us and listen to us like you are right now. Yeah. And if you want to leave us a 5-star written review, you'll get a shout out on the show just like these 3 people just did. So make sure you head over to iTunes, look us up, Theme Park Duo, and give us a 5-star written review.
Yeah. And if you want to email us, say to tell us how much you love the show, or if you have
how much you hate it.
If you have any questions, comments, concerns, if you're a Rainbow Girl and you're like you want to shout out Rainbow Girls and talk to me about that on email, just send us an email over at themeparkduo@gmail.com.
All I was thinking about for some reason was Scary Farm in Trapped from year 2015, where you walk into the eye doctor's office and he goes, "Contact me if you have any questions." Like, "Hey doc, how did these sunglasses give me chlamydia?" I don't know why I thought
why
of it.
Why did your mind go there?
I don't know why, because you're asking people to email us about stuff.
I'm just giving them suggestions. We don't get lots of emails, and I wish we got more.
We get some.
They're fun.
No, it's super fun.
Yeah.
No, but we do definitely get emails from people.
Yeah?
So.
You never share them with me.
I do. I tell you about them.
Oh. Well, put it in the subject like, "I want to talk to Nikki," so Gabe can tell me about the email.
Well, you always get the emails before I do anyhow.
No, I don't now.
Why not?
Because I took off the notification on my phone. Because I got a new phone. It's all twisty-turny, and nothing's in the right place anymore.
It's all timey-wimey?
Yeah, nothing's in the right place. I don't know where anything is. None of my notifications are how they were on my old phone. It's working in progress thing.
First world problems.
Yeah, new phone.
Yes.
Better phone.
Yes, first world problems.
Yeah.
Anyway, like Nikki said, you can email us.
Uh-huh.
And then if you want to find us all over social media, you can find us at Theme Park Duo on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Periscope. We love periscoping from the parks.
Uh-huh.
So, and then also, Nikki, if people wanted to find you, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter, NikkiM_313. My Twitter skills are growing day by day.
Someone put you on Follow Friday, and you freaked out.
I did. Gabe was still asleep, and I panicked. I was like, I have to wake him up. I don't know how to do this. I forgot the steps. You have to thank them, and then you have to follow everybody. And I took a breath, though, and I did it. Almost completely.
Yay!
Yeah. And then Gabe helped me when he woke up still.
You just retweet it. That's all you need to do.
Yeah. And we'll see. So I did a Follow Friday, and I respond to people in a somewhat timely manner, and so I'm getting better. Yeah.
Good job. I'm proud of you.
I'm like not like an 80-year-old now in Twitter standards. I'm like a 40-year-old.
Good job.
I don't know. I'm just saying I'm getting better. Like I don't.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
I'll stop talking.
And guys, if you wanted to find me, you can find me at Laker793 on Twitter. But most importantly, guys, always remember, there's always a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. See ya!
Thanks for riding with the Theme Park Duo. Make sure to gather all your belongings before the end of the podcast. Bye-bye.